Hello and welcome to this special interview. Today I am here with Sally Balde. Sally is the head of marketing of Baluwo. If you've been following KerrFatou, you know Baluwo is the leading internet service provider where you can purchase items for your people back home. You can buy rams, you can buy sugar, you can buy cooking oil, everything that your families back home will need. You can always get it through Baluwo service, www.baluwo.com. But to talk to us about their products and services, I have Mr. Sally Balde, who is the head of commercial all the way from Spain. Sally, welcome to KerrFatou for the first time.
Hello, Fatou, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the platform. This is the first time we're having you on KerrFatou.
Yeah, through. We have talking through email, WhatsApp, but it's the first time you are interviewing me. Great.
Well, it's nice to have you on the platform. I mean, I was just telling my viewers that, of course, Baluwo being the leader in the business that you're doing, the first people to introduce this kind of business in Gambia, and today is a household name in the Gambia when it comes to diasporans buying food items and other items for their families back home. But first, let's talk about Baluwo. How did Baluwo come into existence? What is the mission of Baluwo in Gambia, but of course in also across the sub-region?
Yeah, Baluwo is definitely a game-changing business. It's a game-changing business for Africa and for the African diaspora. We are an e-commerce platform where people can buy goods from all over the world for their family back home. So for now, it has been a very good idea, and I think all our customers are very happy with the idea because we have been able to help our family back home in a more efficient way, and having a full control of our expenses.
And it's important. I think the reason why this is important, Sally, is this. I've lived in the diaspora. Sometimes you send money for people to buy certain things. It ends up in a different thing. And you're not in control of what people buy when you send money. But with the introduction of Baluwo services, e-commerce, you can sit it at your home in New York. You can sit at your home in Spain, in Barcelona, anywhere across the world and buy foodstuff, buy cash power, buy electricity, buy even telephone credit for your family members, and that gives you the power, that gives you the control, so that the money that you are sending is not just going to other things, but it's going for what is meant for. What are some of the feedbacks that you get from like customers who have used your service regarding this?
Yeah. In fact, they are very happy with us. That we have a high level of satisfaction. Around 90+% of our people are very satisfied, and just around 5% who are midly satisfied. And nobody have a negative feedback for Baluwo. They are all very, very, very happy. So this is very important for us because we are not against sending money. People can send money, that's fine, because their family also needs money for other things. But when it comes to covering basic needs such as food, electricity, mobile top-up, or building a house back home, these kind of things, it's important that the money you send back home goes exactly for the need they are supposed to be covering. And this is where Baluwo comes to cover that gap.
And then whenever I speak to Joseph, on some other levels, when we have a conversation, his message is always Fatou, is the social impact for me. Baluwo came out of me thinking, what can I give back to Africa? The social impact that the company was built on providing a social impact on the African continent. Tell us about that social impact. What is that idea all about?
Yeah, making different doesn't mean only being the first company or making big numbers, but it is important to make a difference in people's life. Our main claim is connecting African families, and that is a clear declaration of our intention. We want to connect people from the diaspora to their family, to make them feel better, to make their life much better. So when we think about making difference, making a big social impact, just imagine, more than 1 million people in Africa have already benefited getting help through Baluwo. And that not only a number, that's 1 million people who were in need, and that need have been solved quickly in an efficient way, and in a platform where everything is secure. That's a big difference. And also, we have our Baluwo helping Africa. That means you can help other people in Africa, other non-governmental organizations or associations who are taking care of children or women who are in difficulties. So you can help them through Baluwo, sending them exactly what the association need, such as food, electricity, or maybe construction material to make sure that their houses are in good conditions. So this is a big difference, and this is a big social impact. And also, we are working with small businesses.
Yes.
1,400 small businesses in Africa are working with us through Baluwo. And it is a big difference for them because, these people, they have no website, they have no social media presence, they have no digital strategies. And just by collaborating with Baluwo, these people are able to sell the product from all over the world through the Baluwo system. And we are improving clearly their revenues. So this is also a big social impact for these kind of businesses in Africa. And we are very, very proud of this kind of impact.
That's why I wanted to come in, because I have family members who, of course, I've always said, look, I work with Baluwo, so if you want to send us anything, do it through Baluwo. But when they send you stuff, I don't go to a Baluwo shop like to say Baluwo has a identified shop, but we go to the local shopkeepers near our houses. These people you work with, you empower them. They have no idea how the internet, some of them don't even know how the internet works. They are not able to sell their products through the internet, but you give them that platform. At the end of the day, the income comes back into the country, and empowering so many young people in the society, and also and the economic impact it has on the country as well is very, very important.
Yeah.
But for me, what stands out is the customer service, is the Baluwo customer service. You go through a Baluwo website and you even try to search for something. The next minute, you get a message from a Baluwo representative telling you, "Hi, this is Fatu. I saw you were looking at our page. Do you need help?" Or even you buy something from the next minute, the person tells you, "I'm your customer service rep. If you need any help." How were you able to put this kind of infrastructure, but also to be able to get an efficient customer service team who always make sure the customers get what they want, but also even need to make follow-ups to make sure whatever they do, or whatever services they need, is taken care of at the earliest time possible?
We are making a great effort on that, because we are pretty sure that when our customers are happy, they will be loyal to us. They will using the system for the rest of their life, because they will always helping their family, because family is very important for African people. It's not only father, mother, and the children. It's also the uncles, the cousin, everybody's family. So we want to make sure that our clients are happy, because we are completely sure that they will be helping their family all their life, because this is how things are. And we are trying to make a big effort to make sure that the customer's care does not make I don't know how to explain it. We want to make sure that everything goes fluently. People who are shopping on Baluwo.com, on our Baluwo app, are African people. And the people who are on the other side, they are also African people. The customers care services is on an African team. And it is a very, very, very good team. They speak the customers' languages. They are digital people prepared to solve whatever they need, and they are working from Europe, and also we have our team in Africa. So
Yeah.
this is a big effort we are making to make sure that whenever you need something, there is someone who can help you in your own language, and this is something very important.
Was your first country, right? The Smiling Coast was the trial, right? Am I right? You started operation in Gambia, and today you are in so many West African countries. Now, tell us, how many countries are you in, and how have you been able to impact these other countries? Because obviously, we know the impact in Gambia. You have worked with so many local groups, including our team and other teams as well in the country. But what is your presence in other countries as well?
Yeah, we are already in 14 countries in Africa.
Wow.
And yeah, Gambia was the first one, and we have a very special relationship with the Gambia because yeah, it's where we launched our company, and we are very glad that the Gambian people, the Gambian diaspora appreciated our initiative. And now we are in the Gambia, in Senegal, in Mali, Nigeria, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, Benin, Togo, Sierra Leone, Mauritania, Morocco. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting one or two countries, but in 14 different countries, especially in West Africa. So yeah, if anybody is watching us and want to know if we are already operating in their countries, just log on to Baluwo.com or download our application and see if we are already operating in your country. And yeah, Baluwo it's different, just as I said before, is a game-changing business because we are not only helping people to send food from Europe or America to their family back home, but we are seeing also people in the main country in Africa sending these kind of services to their family in other locations. People in Banjul sending something to their family or relatives in Brikama, people in Dakar sending stuff in Thiès. And this is a game-changing business. It's very interesting for us.
Oh, so that is important. I didn't know that. So if you are in Gambia, you can buy items. If you're in Sarakunda, you can buy for items for your family in Basse. Is that what you're saying?
We are not making a campaign to make sure that people in Africa buy things for their relatives in the same country, but they are doing it.
Yeah,
they are doing it, and we think it is something a big surprise for us.
Yeah,
great.
That's great. That's interesting. Now I do know that every Baluwo comes in different ways in every festive periods, especially times that are very important to people. In Africa, we have cultural religious and cultural events that are very important. But importantly, we're approaching the Ramadan. And I do know a lot of Gambians in the diaspora send items. This is the time people give out to their families, extended families. One person can buy up to 20 bags of sugar because they want to give. It's a time of giving. Ramadan is that giving to your people, giving to your neighbors, people who are less privileged. And Baluwo always have a promotion when it comes to these periods. Now, let's talk about the Ramadan promotion. What do you have in offer for the customers during the Ramadan?
Yeah, as you said, Ramadan is a very special period. That's a giving out period, and it's very important for the African diaspora, for their family back home. Therefore, it's very important for Baluwo too. That's why we are also giving food, because normally people give food in this period. So that's why we are giving food voucher for our clients for their family back home. So whenever you buy a certain amount of product, such as 3 bags of sugar or 3 bags of rice, or you buy food for a payment of €80, you've a food voucher for your family back home. That's how we are contributing to the Ramadan spirit.
That's interesting. That's gonna be
now I invite everybody to just enjoy this promotion on Baluwo.com or in our Baluwo application.
It's important for people to reiterate, people to understand. If you want any of this service, you can go to www.baluwo.com. You should be able to access the other services that Baluwo offers. But it's important we look at all the other services. I know that we're talking about food. I'm a foodie, so I'm talking about food all the time. We talk about sugar, rice, and all this. But what else? What are the other services that Baluwo also offers? Because I do know, because one thing that has been a problem a lot of diasporans have faced is you're back home, you're in the diaspora, you want to build your home, and you send money to people instead of pumping that money into your building. They're using that money for something else, and people will at some point get discouraged. But with Baluwo, a friend of mine said to me, Fatu, I'm so happy that you introduced me to Baluwo because I am able to complete my building in a year. And that was remarkable for me because he sits home in his house in America and just order the number of bags of cement they ask for. When they want iron rods, he orders for that. When they want this, he orders for that. And at the end of the day, he knows how much he's spending. At the end of the day, the building took off the way he wanted it without
Right.
sending it. And that is one of the things I think is important for the Gambian diaspora to know. To know that is that at this point in time, you don't have to be in that kind of problems, thinking that who do I send the money to? If I send the money, if are they going to use it the right way? You have a service where you can order all of these items and get it delivered to where you want it. And I think it's important for us to talk about these other services that Baluwo offers.
Yeah, that's it. Our system is very efficient in this way because just as you said, it's building a house back home is one of the most important project for any African diaspora. So it requires also a big investment, a lot of money to build a house. And if you don't have someone who is really cares about your project, it can be a nightmare. And this is where Baluwo comes to give you a tool to make sure that all the material you need to build your house are available. You can buy them online. It's very easy and very secure. The most important thing is that the money you spend on that project goes directly to that project. Every euro, every dollar, every pound you spend on building that house goes to building that house. It's that simple.
That's very important. I do know that, like, I am the person who doesn't have enough cash power all the time. I sit home midnight and my cash power goes off. I mean, it has come to the point you don't have to worry about that, right? You can midnight, 1 o'clock, you just log into baluwo.com and buy your cash power. I think that's important because most of us we get so tired. We don't you don't you, With all the things that you do, the last thing you want to remember every day is how many units I have left. But you don't have to worry about that. And
Mhm.
your cash power goes off, you can always buy cash power online with Baluwo, right?
Right? That's correct. That's correct. Whenever you need extra cash power, you see that you are already going off, it's very simple. You log on to baluwo.com and you buy the quantity you need, and it's instant. That's the big difference. You don't have to go to the office. You don't have to go to the shop to try to buy some, because you do it yourself at home, and the light comes on. It's very easy to use. And yeah, we have that system for different countries, and I think it's now in all 14 countries, this cash power system. You have the possibility to pay prepaid electricity, so cash power prepaid, and you can also pay bills, electricity bills with Baluwo. That's another service we have added to the system. you know um, we are trying to cover everything that is important for the African diaspora. Just as I said before, when we say Baluwo, connecting African families, it's a clear declaration, and the most efficient way to connect with someone who's living far away is internet, mobile phone. So that's why we are also allowing people to send mobile top up from all over the world to their family back home. Air data to make sure that they can chat to these people, talk to them through WhatsApp. So you can send them air data or mobile top up, whatever you need, yeah, and it's instantly.
Wow, interesting. That's interesting. Interesting, Sally, hearing all these services that Baluwo offers across the sub-region. Like you said, Baluwo connecting African families to the diaspora. Finally, before we go, I do know, I don't know, I don't want to say this, but I do know Baluwo is also very much interested in supporting, working with local groups, just like you said, creating social impacts. You're not just here making profit, but you also work with local groups to make sure the impact that you're talking about is not just financially making money, but also supporting local groups. Why is it important for you as a social corporate responsibility to work with local groups, small businesses, to empower young and small businesses like us and others? Why do you think that is very important to do that in Africa?
Yeah, it's the core of our business. We are pretty sure that this is something good for Baluwo. It's something good for our client, for their families, and we know it's something good for the society. It is important that those who can help, they have to help. If you look in the other side, when something is happening and you can do something to make life much better and you don't do it, you are contributing to the bad things. So we are trying to make an impact, to make the difference, to make sure that our contribution to the society is something positive, is something good. We are trying to make people's life much better. So that's why we are trying to make everything necessary to make sure that we don't lose that core business to make social impact in Africa and for the African people.
Well, Sally, that brings us to the end of this interview. Final message to your customers, the Baluwo customers. Ramadan is approaching, few days to Ramadan, and this is a very important festive period for us, especially in Gambia and Senegal and across, the sub-region. If I must say, Muslims are going to be observing Ramadan, and Baluwo will be accompanying all of us. Like you said, if you want, as part of the promotion, if you spend up to €80, you get some food vouchers. And it's important for people to know this promotion is on. It started like last week. It's going to go throughout Ramadan. So anytime you buy something from Baluwo, anything above €80, you get a promotional package. And finally, what's your final message to your customers, Sally?
Yeah, my message to the customers is not just as Baluwo's CMO, but as Baluwo's client too, because I've been using Baluwo for 4 years to help my family in Senegal. So it's very simple. Just try. It's very simple. Try Baluwo. You'll be helping your family in a much efficient way, quicker, secure, and we cover all the needs, mobile top up, mobile air data, food, construction materials. We also launched healthcare, so you can buy medicine for your family if they are in need, they are sick in Africa.
Wow.
You also can buy, gift card. We launched recently, so you can buy, send that gift card to your family to give them the freedom to remit them on what they need when they need. This is also something very, very important for the beneficiary to be able to choose how to spend on food, how much to spend on mobile top up or on mobile air data, or maybe in other stuff. So you can buy them just gift card for them. And yeah, it's secure, it's simple, very easy to use, and the most important thing, we have a great customer care services team. So whatever you need, whenever you need it, you'll have someone who will be talking to you in your own language. This is a big difference. So just try and you will see by yourself.
I think for me, that is what stands out more than anything. My friend tells me, I mean, I have never seen anything like this in Africa. The kind of customer care I get from Baluwo. Once you buy something, somebody is sending you a message right away, welcoming you to Baluwo and telling you if you need any service, I'm going to be your next customer care rep for the rest of the time. I think it's important. These little things matter a lot in business, and this is
Yeah,
exceptional customer service. And I think a lot of people abroad are appreciative of that, and I think that's why most of them are sticking to Baluwo. That is very
yeah.
important. Yeah.
They are
Thank.
outstanding. I think they are outstanding.
Yeah.
Great people, really. Very professional, very prepared, and they have a human sense that make them really a high quality team for Baluwo.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sally. Appreciate talking to you this time for the first time on KerrFatou. And we want to thank you through you to your entire team for the great service you're doing to Gambia. And of course, all these initiatives that you're bringing to Gambia. And of course, Gambia being the pilot, we Gambians are really appreciative that the Gambian story is being translated to 14 other countries. That is important. It's important.
That's true. That's true.
We should take ownership of this. I tell my friend, I'm like, this is our baby. We should take ownership because it started here. And it started here, and today it's in Senegal, it is in Ghana, it's in Nigeria. That's a story that every Gambian should be proud of. And I think it's important that we highlight that, yeah, business starting here and growing that big to other countries. That is amazing. And I think we want to thank the Gambian diaspora for the services that they do through Baluwo, but
True.
also the impact it is creating back home over how many thousand shopkeepers who, these items are brought through the economy of how it's impacting the economy of the country, but of course the social impacts it also brings to the country. It's amazing, and we want to thank you and your team. Thank you very much, Sally, and happy Ramadan to you and the entire Baluwo team.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you soon.
See you.
Happy Ramadan to everybody.
Thank you so much. And that brings us to the end of this interview. And if you've been watching, this was an interview with Sally Balde, head of marketing, Baluwo. Baluwo is an e-commerce service where you can buy products and services for your families back home, especially with this Ramadan coming. Anything you buy above €80, you get a food voucher from Baluwo. I think it's an exceptional service, and we want to thank you all for watching. Good night to you all. Bye-bye. See you again.